guys. This is the Dare Show podcast. I just woke up, so just bear with me. But anyways, oh shoot, Karen finally is about to drop her album. Karen Clark Sheard. Um, let's just read this. 5-time Grammy Award winning gospel legend. Why don't they put the gospel awards in there too? But whatever. Has given Hollywood Unlocked the exclusive first look at her new album cover, Still Karen. The executive producers are 13-time Grammy Award winning Pharrell, 4-time Grammy Award winning Jeju Sheard, her son. They've even brought back Jay Moss and Donald Lawrence to bring back the Finally Karen and Second Chance album feel. It will be available for pre-order tomorrow, and the full album will be available on August 23rd. So Still Karen is a play off of her first album, Finally Karen, which I think she didn't want to do her first album, but her first album is really good. Donald Lawrence really crafted that album really well, especially Balm of Gilead, because I did not know. Well, I do now know, but at the time, like years ago, I did not know it was a cover, not even a cover, like a remake of "There Is a Balm in Gilead" by the Clark sisters. And for me, Balm in Gilead is one of my favorite gospel songs. I grew up listening to it on BET in the early 2000s. On BET on Bobby Jones Gospel, whatever. And that video would play all the time. Same with Long as I Got King Jesus. Those things videos and songs really captured me as a infant. And so the way, and then you grow up, you learn oh, it's a remake, and they really made it something new and fresh and fun. And now it's there's a Balm of Gilead, and then you gotta go look out what the hell does a Balm of Gilead mean. The album cover, I don't get it. Okay, I get it. The only part is the hair. The hair looks like that Rihanna thing when I think she was at the Fashion Awards or something, and she had those clip-ins in her hair, and she had her hair wrapped up like she was going to bed. I didn't understand why that was the look or why she did that. And it kind of looks like Karen is doing that. It just looks weird. But hey, Still Karen. Now this album was supposed to be out last year. Or I think she announced it last year. But hey, we're on CP time. She's with Motown, and the Clark sisters are all with Motown. So I'm guessing they all, or maybe she is the only one that has a solo deal with Motown Gospel, which is interesting. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I'm excited to listen to it. That last Clark sister album is incredible. Karen is working hard. She's doing solo stuff. She's doing the Clark Sisters tour. I think that family reunion tour or whatever with that short man, Yolanda, the other man who's abandoned his child. They're all going on tour. Anyways, let me move along to Beyonce. Beyonce may be in talks with MGM Grand for a 100-show residency over 4 years, reports New York Post. Beyonce, who finished her Renaissance tour last October, it was not September, is now speaking to rival MGM about a possible residency of roughly 100 shows over 4 years. The sources added there was no details on how much Beyonce would get paid for the residency at MGM. When I think of, and I think I've said this so many times before on the Dare Show podcast, when I think of Vegas, I get excited. And then I don't get excited because I realize when you go to Vegas, you're going to do your greatest hits. You're going to do your number ones. And for me, as a fan, I feel like Beyonce does her greatest hits pretty much all the time. So it's not anything new. But it's just like Mariah. Mariah did her number one. Like half of the number one she's never performed, or she hasn't performed in like 20 years or something like that. Katy Perry, she does her hits, the number ones, and Lady Gaga really is the one I'm really thinking about when she did Enigma, and it's pretty much like a greatest hits album put on to like a show. But will Beyonce abandon? My question is, will Beyonce abandon Cowboy Carter to do a Vegas residency? And I would be very shocked if she does that, because I feel like Cowboy Carter is such a important moment to her career that she probably would want to celebrate and talk and sing the songs, instead of doing a greatest hits show. Even though Texas Hold'em went number one, I don't know if she would just abandon that album. I don't know. And then it's like, what are her greatest hits? Besides the like, what, 9 or 10 now number ones? That's a good like hour, 45 minutes to an hour. I would think of like Flawless, Formation. I've written this all down. I'll come back and talk about the number one the hits. But I'm just like, I don't think she either she's going to do the Vegas route or she's not going, the typical Vegas set list of number ones and greatest hits, or she's not gonna do it. And then that's gonna be interesting to experience. I don't think she should do a residency yet, even though her kids are like older and they probably need a little bit more stability as you get older. You could either do that route or you don't, and I feel like that's really the yin and that's really the thing. I feel like with her children, and people are like, "Why isn't she on tour yet? Where's the tour announcement?" And I'm just like, she just got off of a tour. Homegirl is not about to get back onto a tour, and she got 3 kids and a life and a hair care company, and who knows what else is in the works. So I'm like, I don't think she's working on a tour. Or she might be working on a tour, but it's probably in like the early stages for like maybe next year. And then everybody just brings up these random ass rumors about her doing it in like a smaller venue. Cowboy Carter, she does do a tour. And it's just like, y'all are so funny. Do you think this lady's gonna quit doing stadiums? She's been doing stadiums for almost a decade now. You think she's gonna quit doing stadiums? Yeah, it was 10 years ago. Just because, the album wasn't necessarily received. And you know what? I am seeing what a lot of people are saying, I definitely feel I can say it too, and being the truth of it. She's like, just let Cowboy Carter just fall off. Not her necessarily, but the team, the label, whoever's in charge. They've just let Cowboy Carter fall the fuck off. And it's just like, oh my gosh. I'm not going to go reiterate this again, but there are hits on Cowboy Carter. And for whatever reason, nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to promote it. Now, this Vegas residency thing is funny because Here we go again with another rumor. Last time it was um for the Super Bowl. There was a My House video, the Super Bowl, the spear. Uh I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think she should do it. Gaga just finished her residency, and I think that's because the pandemic kind of pushed things, slow things down. But Gaga just finished her residency, and she's talking about she's going back on another residency soon, or she's coming back to Vegas soon. So it's just like, I don't know. And I feel like Vegas is too big for Beyonce. Beyonce would shut Vegas the fuck down. Like, they would have to pay her a lot of money. Because you think about like the boost in the economic system that Renaissance has done, Vegas is gonna be insane. They're gonna have to like give her another. They're gonna have to like build her own studio, her own what is it, casino or whatever they call it, their own place. Like, they're gonna have to eventually do that if she does do 100 show residency. I mean, who knows if it's 100 shows? Because I don't know. I don't think Gaga's was 100 shows. But like I said, Gaga just finished hers, but then I think she had added more onto hers, and it's just like this whole, what is it, jazz and piano, girl. We get it, you're talented, but I want to hear some bops. I think that's all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think below. Leave a comment. Thanks so much for listening to the Dare Show podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at My Love My Need Tonight if you want to talk more over there. If you have any questions, not that you have any questions. Okay, bye.